Hey guys, good afternoon and happy Thursday to you. Have you ever had one of those days where you think that it's a certain day of the week and it totally isn't? Well, that's how I've been all day. I thought it was Wednesday. It is not. It's Thursday. This is Kim, independent designer with Chalk Couture and Chalk is Chic. Guys, I'm going to get this pulled up really quick, shared over onto my VIP page so I can see comments if they come over. I am so super excited about this live tonight. So we've painted a board on here before. We're going to paint one tonight as well using our chalk paste. You can use either our chalk paste or you can totally use a paint if you want to use a chalk paint. I use chalk paint a lot. Hey, Miss Tina. I use chalk paint a lot just because I like the feel of it. But you can use our paste. So we're going to do that. This is a brand new 5x7 box frame. If I paint, generally speaking, I like to paint this brown side because I'm not a huge fat fan of this brown side. That's just me. I take placement tape and put placement tape all the way around. You can use painter's tape if you want to. I just tend to use placement tape because it's usually handy to me. But you go around your side unless you want to paint the whole entire frame and the inside, in which you would want to do this. And we actually might do that this time. Let's do that this time. We haven't done that yet. Let's make it where we make the whole entire frame and the actual design covered, the inside part. We haven't done that yet, so we'll do that. So I would just line up your placement tape where if you go over, it's not going to matter. And we can make our whole entire insert and what is not the insert, the frame portion, the color of the insert. I've seen this done multiple times and it's actually really super duper cute. But we're going to be using our chalk paste. The reason why this is super cool though is you don't have to finagle with making everything perfect and you can just paint away. So I'm not wetting down my paint, or my paste rather. I'm just sticking my paintbrush in it and painting. It may end up requiring 2 coats. We'll have to see how it plays out. I will go ahead, hopefully, well, I got a big fat thumbprint over there. We'll get that off really quick. I'm going to go ahead and just turn it like this so I can get the insides really good before we paint the base portion. You just want to make sure everything's painted really well. You don't have to wet down our paste. I'm going to say paint and paste interchangeably so much I'm going to get them backwards. But you don't have to wet it down. If you were doing something like a watercolor technique, you would want to. But if you're just straight up painting a surface like this, you don't have to wet down our Chalkology paste. So I'm just painting away. And this is going to dry pretty quickly because we're going to throw the air dryer on it. And we're just painting our frame. We've already painted the inside lip and our base. So everything is going to be this beautiful colonial blue color. And like I said, we'll dry really quick. We may have to go over it with one more layer, but it's going to be a sky. So I don't know if we're going to really darken it up or if we're just going to roll with it with the one layer. We'll have to see what it looks like once we dry it, because you can kind of see some brown still coming through, or I can. I don't know if y'all can on the live, but I definitely can. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate you. Hey, Kim. So we are just painting away. And this is just fun if if you have jars of Chalkology paste. I have a lot of old ones that's not the new formula, and those are very, very good ones to paint with because you can mix it with water and easily create a chalk paint very, very easily. Right now I use them for backdrops and photos, but like I said, you can use the old paste if you want to. If you ever have paste from the old formula that gets chunky. Don't throw it away, guys. It is paintable. All you have to do is water it down and you can use it to paint. I didn't throw any of mine out, even though I've got all brand new colors. I didn't throw any of the old stuff out because I'll use that for painting projects. Doesn't matter how chunky it is when you're painting because you're going to water it down anyway. So don't throw it out. If you are one of those old school people and you have old paste and it's chunky, don't throw it away because you can totally rock it with painting. Krista, send me a message if you don't mind. Hey Darcel, send me a message if you don't mind so I don't forget to message you when this is over. I've been at appointments literally all day long. And I don't want to forget to message you. If you don't mind just popping a message to me. So we're drying this super quick. We are going to have to probably put another layer on it just because it looks kind of splotchy. But again, you have to remember this is going on normal wood. So this is a wooden surface. It is something that it's going to absorb some paint or paste in this case. So you do have to kind of give yourself some grace. Know that you're probably going to have to double layer it. Hey, Miss Caitlin, I hope you are doing good. And you can kind of see I got heavy-handed some areas and some areas not too as well. But you can kind of tell when this is drying what it's going to be like. One of the cool things that I love is you can paint with this. Now, you can't go paint a big old piece of furniture with our chalk. I wouldn't recommend that. You're going to go through a lot. But you can totally paint our little box frames, have a different color, canvases, watercolor on some watercolor paper. You can do a number of things. You're not just limited to chalking. And that's one of the things I love, just the versatility of our chalk paste. You don't have to just do a chalk design with it. You can paint and make it super duper unique. So we're going to throw another layer. I'm going to get this dry really quick right here where I got a little bit heavy handed. I know, sweetheart. I hope that everything is going good. You'll have to send me a message and update me. Let me know what they ended up doing. Okay, so let's do what we know we're going to need to do. And I want to take that off really quick too. I got a fingerprint on there because we don't want to have chalk paste settle over here. I'll have to play with that in just a second. But I got a fingerprint on there. Go figure, guys. I stuck my hand in some chalk paste. You know me, if you watch my lives, you know that that's just a common theme over here. I end up with chalk paste all over me by the time everything is said and done. I really try hard not to, but it just happens. If you're not doing it, are you really having fun? I'm just saying. So we're putting another layer on really quick. You see how quick and easy, though, that dried? It is super, super phenomenal, easy peasy to do. This would even be fun, especially if you're doing it this way, to do with a little kid. They would have fun painting and doing all this kind of stuff because you can't really mess it up. If you have your little tape on the outskirts, you can't mess it up, guys, I promise. Okay, so we're going to paint this last little section again one more time, and then the little transfer that I want to do is the sky's the limit. And one of the reasons why I wanted to paint my background blue is because, like, what color are the clouds? They're white. Well, I can't put white on white because it's not going to show. I didn't want to make blue clouds, so I just changed my background. That's why we're painting this. The cool thing I love is you can get creative, and if you want it a different color, make it a different color. You can do whatever you want to do. If you wanted to blend some paints here, you could do that as well. I'm not that super creative, but I like to have versatility in my products and my projects. And the thing is, chalking on chalkboards all the time, I love it, but it also gets pretty boring. So we have to kind of kick it up a notch. and have fun with some different types of mediums. And I love the fact that I can use transfers interchangeably between each medium. I don't have to use one here and one there. I can use the same transfer over and over and over again. So that's one of the major benefits to Chalk Couture, is I don't have to change what I'm doing just because my background changes. So I can use it on wood. I can use it on plastic. In fact, in my Facebook party tonight, we're going to be talking about different projects that you can do and transforming different things without chalking on a chalkboard. We're not going to chalk on a chalkboard tonight in my party. So I like to show you thinking outside the box. So when you go to the store and you're like, oh, I could totally chalk on that. Yes, you probably totally could. Unless it's fabric that you're going to wear or need to wash, you could totally chalk on it. Okay, guys, let's give this a quick dry again. I love the color, Darcel. It is Colonial Blue. So the two brand new colors that came out in February were Colonial Blue and Lakeshore. Lakeshore is probably, I don't want to say my favorite out of the two. I love the look of Lakeshore, though. It's a little bit lighter than Colonial Blue, if you had to look at the two together. I do love both. I just think Colonial Blue is going to be real bright and vibrant against this cloud. I should be drying the middle versus the outside. Okay, so we're just throwing a dryer on this really super duper quick. Now, one thing I usually don't do is wax whenever I'm chalking on a chalk paint. Because we're using paste and I have just done this, I'll probably wax my surface really quick. I've got to get it dry first. And normally I don't go live showing you how to paint because y'all are very knowledgeable about how to do this stuff, but I also want to show you the process from start to finish and show you that it is super duper easy. We just want to make sure we get it good and dry before we try to chalk on it. So this is our dryer from Chalk Couture. It is still not back in stock, but all it is like warm air. It's not super duper hot air like an embossing tool. It's just warm air. So we're just giving this a quick dry. All right, it feels pretty good. Not having any issues. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wax our board super duper quick. We're just going to take our Chalk Couture surface wax, and when I say super quick, I mean I'm just buffing a very light layer. You don't want to over wax. If you over wax, it's not going to help you any. It's actually going to work adversely to what you're trying to do. So all I'm doing is throwing a layer of wax on there really fast, and we should be golden. So let me get my paste covered up here. And I got to make sure I wash that paintbrush. That's one thing I'm so bad about. I don't know about y'all, but if you ever paint with paintbrushes and you're not like painting, you're just doing like a touch-up or something, I often forget my paintbrush. I don't know why, but it just happens. But I've got it set to the side. So this is a cute The Sky's the Limit transfer. Really super duper adorable transfer. We're going to make sure we fuzz because it is a brand new transfer. And we want to make sure it doesn't overly stick to our project. We can also go ahead and remove, so I don't forget to remove this tape. And for those little areas like right here where I didn't get it fully on there, we can just take our paintbrush and clean up those little spots. So let me just remove this so I don't forget. And the cool thing is we haven't done anything on the back side, so we'll be chalking on the back side tomorrow. So there is our surface prepped and ready. Hopefully we're going to make sure we get this pushed down well, and I'm going to be ready with my detail tool to pull up the corner because this one's not over sticking, but I want to make sure I can get to it pretty quickly. All right, so we are going to take some white Chalkology paste. We have this pushed down really well. And we're going to get our paste on our board. I might need more, we'll see. But the sky's the limit. Super duper cute transfer. Beautiful on this colonial blue background. And again, you could do this really whatever color you wanted to. If you liked Lakeshore over colonial blue, and I just got white everywhere right there, we can fix it. Or if you like Couture teal versus a blue color, you could do that. But look and check this out. You want to be careful and cautious when you're pulling up because this is a big open silk screen area. But guys, check out that white against that colonial blue. Absolutely, positively beautiful. And where I got white, I'll show you. I went way too far over here on the edge. We can kind of scoop off with what we can with a paintbrush, but we're going to have to correct this, and we will correct it really quick, and it will be fine. We just got a little chalk happy. That happens. If you watch my lives, guys, you know that we get a lot of chalk happy. So this is the Sky's the Limit, just chalking on our 5x7 frame, our box frame. It is using our Chalkology paste to paint, and then just the transfer to totally rock this amazing design. Absolutely, positively love it. Super duper cute, just in time for like graduation, or if you need somebody to have a happy in their room if they're going off to college. This is just a really, really cute transfer. Thank you, Tina. But I appreciate y'all. I will be back here live with you again tomorrow. And if you're not part of the auction for Watts of Love, it is going on in a private group. You can comment retired in the comments. I'll get you hooked up with the link. There are so many retired transfers, and everything, all the profits are going to benefit Watts of Love. So if you want in for the cause, just let me know and I can hook you up with that link. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing y'all live here tomorrow. Hang on tight, guys. It's almost the weekend. I will see you live tomorrow. Thanks for watching.